Hi, hi, quick intro because I'm tired and it's almost 1 a.m. Hi. Um, oh god. So we're gonna be watching a variety of short form horror content for Saturday. Yay, we haven't done this in a while, have we? God, listen, usually I take I'd go find more like longer videos. Just what I am. I'm tired, I'm EP, and I got shit to do in the morning. I'm gonna watch some. I'm gonna edit this when I get back home. That sound good? That sounds fine. Alright, cool. Dab me up, cuz. Uh, this one's uploaded by S. Yeah, this one's uploaded by MBS Anal. To all the people that are watching this, probably curled up in their bed right now. Hey, dab me up.
If you are
Fuck, this is
receiving this
loud.
message, please stay calm. If you are currently showing any other facial expressions besides from smiling, stop immediately. You must immediately change your facial expression into smiling. There are anomalies in your area. It's been confirmed that they will attack anyone who is not smiling or showing any form of happiness. It appears that smiling or showing any joy will confuse the anomalies into thinking you are one of them. If a person is not smiling, they will be violently terminated. The anomalies travel in herds and have split into packs in your area. Whatever you do, do not show any other emotions or facial expressions like sadness, fear, angry, possessed.
Oh,
One of my friends had also written in his diary about this. It started 5 days ago. Those 5 days of disaster. I always tried to stay positive. And I loved smiling and expressing my emotions. But ever since these joy monsters appeared, smiling signals suffering, devastation, and fear. I remember 2 nights ago, when I was still doing everything I could to keep smiling, like watching funny videos, I couldn't keep up the smiling. So I decided to get a knife and cut into my own cheeks.
that's a good
It
method.
felt equivalent to smiling by myself. Until suddenly, an anomaly broke into my house. It was 9:36. I ran to the source of the noise. Then, I saw the creature. It was a gangly, stretched, grotesque, improportionate creature, standing still in the middle of the hallway. I kept smiling. I wanted to stop so badly, but my sliced cheeks were preventing me from doing that. The creature thought that I was one of them, so luckily, it finally left. I couldn't sleep that night. At this point, I could only express one facial expression. Smiling. I may look happy, but I am not behind this smile. I'm suffering, both physically and mentally. That next night, I woke up at exactly 4:49 a.m. When I was tired, scared, hopeless, and still smiling. I rubbed my eyes in tiredness. When suddenly, I saw the creature standing in my bedroom doorway, staring at me, smiling. It was watching. Not like just watching, but stalking and observing, like it's waiting for me to lose the last drop of stamina I had left. And stop smiling. And attack. Its neck twitched. Before it approached me. Looked at me directly with its blood-red, monstrous eyes of joy. It scared me so badly to the point I just couldn't smile anymore. And I let go. While it felt so good letting go of this expression, the monster didn't tolerate it. It attacked me, and I was rapidly
How
bleeding
the hell
out.
are you still
I don't have
alive?
much time left. To anyone who is hearing this, remember, these monsters will seek out anyone who is not smiling
Wait,
and
wait,
cheering.
wait, wait, hold on a second, hold on a second, hold on a second, hold on a second. Hold on a second, brother. So are you telling me that you, in the time of you stopping your smiling, you made this message, you typed out this message, put it in like text to speech thing, animated this audio, like animated these stick figures for the audio, and then proceed to send that out. You did all of that while being attacked and supposedly bleeding out. You might be possessed. You might be one of them if you moving that damn fast.
One of them. Whatever you do, don't stop smiling. But if you don't, your mutilated corpse will.
Type shit, brother. I, I, Ian may actually, right? We go the thing. What was it? I think it was. It wasn't Mechanica. It was the Colossus Down. Now there it was. In Colossus Down, it was literally the chick who like constantly like made people happy. Like if you force people to be happy, they're not gonna be fucking happy. That's what that is. You know damn well if they find a way to kill the monsters, everyone's just gonna find so much joy in being depressed, so much relief, and just that's it all. It's there. You're relieved that you could be depressed. Huh. Okay, this is one terrifying sentence. Fran Clancy. This is more just him talk about a from Skidmarink, which I was gonna watch a Skidmarink explain video. Um, that didn't scare it up. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have watched it. I'm not Corey Ketch. I'm not Corey Ketch. I could watch whatever scary related thing I want to hear. But bump it, we ball. Overthinking got me. For now.
What makes a movie scene scary? A well-timed jump scare? Disturbing imagery that makes you question what the hell you're watching? Overwhelming tension and suspense? The answer to this question will of course depend on who you ask, but it's that last point, overwhelming tension and suspense, that can truly make the viewer uncomfortable and disturbed. Because when a movie decides to substitute a quick jump scare with prolonged tension, it forces you to wait for the horror and let your fear grow until that tension is finally released. This can make for a scene that sends your anxiety through the roof, a scene that's almost hard to look at. It can truly make for one terrifying scene. Skinamarink is a 2022 horror film directed by Kyle Edward Ball, and it's a bit polarizing. If you want to maximize the horror of this movie, you should probably watch it alone in a dark room at night. But even then,
Fuck
this
no.
movie
Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck hell no. Brother, Skinamarink is one of the few movies that will actually get me scared. Granted, I never even watched Skinamarink. I just watched a review. I don't really even watch horror movies like that. I just watched reviews, breakdown, and went on my fucking day. And even then, I still hold Skinamarink in high regard. Will I watch it? Fuck no. Hell no. Especially not by my damn self. Hell no. Conjuring 2 is one of my favorite movies because it's one of the movies I can watch and like not really be scared. Hell no.
just won't work for a lot of people. And a lot of that is because the plot is simple and pretty ambiguous. Two little kids, Kevin and Kaylee, wake up to their dad being gone and all the doors and windows in the house having disappeared, leaving them trapped with some sort of demon that torments them. Warning, this next clip is a little jarring. We get a little more information as the movie goes
That's
on,
why,
but
yeah.
largely this film leaves you with a lot of unanswered questions, and often has you wondering what's going on. We never even see the kids' faces, but as you watch it, you'll soon realize that this movie is not focused on plot, but rather it's simply looking to disturb you. And similar to a movie like Sinister, I found myself disturbed by this movie's atmosphere, which is what it's really focused on. Skinamarink is mostly long shots of different areas around a house, with white noise, distorted voices, and creepy cartoons serving as the main sources of sound.
Help me move the couch, okay?
The shots are all at low angles and last longer than you would expect. The characters are never fully in the frame, and the camera isn't centered, so you're never getting a clear view of the surroundings. This movie is also very dark. A lot of what we see is dark rooms, dark corners, and long dark hallways. And if you
You know, now that I think about it, I can understand why people say it, why people saying shit like, "Oh, this movie was boring as hell." I'd get bored too if I was constantly looking at damn dark hallways and dark rooms and like a toy telephone. I'd get bored too, bro. If I didn't know what I know about Skinamarink because of Wendigoon. If I just watched Skinamarink just by itself, I'm not gonna lie, I get bored too. Cause why am I only watching wall?
look at darkness long enough, your imagination will start to run wild and you'll wonder whether or not something's there, which is made much worse by the movie's use of film grain. All of this helps to create an unsettling atmosphere. Now, before getting into the final scene of this movie, I also want to mention that it has very few jump scares, and it kind of subverts your expectations when it comes to the timing of scares in horror movies. If you've watched a decent number of horror films, when you see a shot of a dark hallway that's on screen for 10 plus seconds, you expect some kind of scare to come from the darkness. But what if that scare never comes? That's most of Skinamarink. There's nothing hiding under the bed or in that dark corner, and it's hard to even find small cues of when a scare might come. The screen will cut to black, or maybe the cartoon stop playing, or the camera moves, which is rare, but it's no guarantee that a scare will follow. Then when the jump scare finally does come, after you've gotten used to nothing happening, it's shocking.
Yeah, this scene right here. This scene was one of the most powerful scenes in the movie to me. Damn, Andy broke. Yeah, it's one of the few times we actually see the face of something. Well, I guess in her case, lack thereof, face of something. But still, bro, going the entire movie seeing wall darkness.
This is
It's
how the
eh.
movie uses tension to unsettle you, by making you wait. But it's the final scene where I think all of the tension created by the movie reaches its climax. The demon tells Kevin to come upstairs. He soon finds himself walking on the ceiling into what is essentially a void, and we're informed that the events of this movie have been going on for 572 days. We then hear Kevin scream as blood splatters to the floor repeatedly, alluding to a time loop in which the monster torments Kevin over and over again. Kevin then asks Kaylee if they can watch something happy, which is followed by a door within a void and a very dark room where Kevin is in bed. The camera then slowly pans and the frame becomes filled with darkness, something that at this point we're very used to. In fact, there's multiple points in the movie where the screen cuts to pure darkness, but in those instances, nothing happened. The movie just moved on to the next scene. It was simply for atmosphere and tension, but this time is different. The demon, a vague, unidentifiable face, slowly comes out from the darkness. No big jump scare, no loud jarring sound, just a subtle blank face looking at you. This is supposed to make you anxious and question what exactly you're looking at. It's the fear of
I
the
did not
unknown.
see that.
The fact that our view of this demon is so vague and indistinct makes it scarier. The tension builds as the face speaks to Kevin. Kevin lays there, completely at the mercy of the demon, as if he's in some sort of nightmare or coma, with no hope of reuniting with his sister Kaylee or finding his dad. He innocently asks for the demon's name, but gets no response. As the audience, we wait for a big scare to come, but it never does. And when I first watched this movie, I actually wished that a jump scare would happen because I thought it would be better than having to look at this face. It would release the tension and allow me to relax. But by refusing to go with quick scares, the movie creates and holds tension that isn't released until it ends. And that's how you create one terrifying scene.
Ew. Ew. Oh, hell no. What the hell?